The 1980s feel like a long time ago, just as the 1990s seem distant from the 1950s. If you're from Generation X or a millennial, you probably have a special connection to the 80s. Whether it's the cool style, memorable movies, or tasty treats, the candy was sweeter, the chips saltier, and the jingles catchier back then. Even though these snacks weren't the healthiest, they were irresistibly good. Now that you're an adult, you can relive those nostalgic moments by indulging in the best 80s snacks. So join us as we explore the 20 famous snacks from the 1980s that we want back. Jell-O Pudding Pops were a beloved frozen snack in the 1970s, offering the creamy goodness of Jell-O pudding on a stick. These treats quickly became a favorite, with sales reaching $100 million in the first year alone. However, despite their popularity, Jell-O ceased production of their pudding pops in 2004. The decision stemmed from various factors primarily related to production costs and logistical challenges. Jell-O was not equipped to handle frozen foods manufacturing efficiently, leading to high expenses associated with production and storage. As a result, the company licensed the brand name to Popsicle, hoping to continue offering the beloved treat. However, Popsicle's version of the pudding pop, introduced in 2004, differed in shape and flavor, failing to capture the essence of the original and ultimately lacking consumer demand. Consequently, Popsicle discontinued production of the pudding pops around 2010, marking the end of store-bought pudding pops. Despite their extinction, hope remains for fans of the classic treat, as an official recipe is available online for recreating the experience at home. As the last Jell-O pudding pop melts away into history, what happened to other iconic snacks? Dunkaroos are a type of snack made by Betty Crocker that came out in 1990. They're a fun treat made up of little cookies and some frosting. You're supposed to dip the cookies in the frosting before eating them, like dunking cookies in milk. Each pack has about 10 cookies and a small cube of frosting. In 2012, Dunkaroos were stopped in the United States but kept going in Canada. Then, in 2020, they came back with a twist. The cookies now come in different shapes, like a circle with a big D in the middle, little feet, a mascot in different poses, and even a hot air balloon. These new shapes add more fun to the snack. So, if you're in Canada, or lucky enough to find them somewhere else, you can enjoy Dunkaroos all over again, but with new shapes to dunk. Planters Cheese Balls, a beloved cheesy snack since the 1980s, remains a cherished treat with its nostalgic charm. The vibrant orange hue of these snacks is livelier than any other, making even the president's skin tone pale in comparison. Packaged in a resealable canister, they promise to preserve their unique and delicious cheesy taste for the perfect movie night snack. The joy these little balls bring is unmatched, salty, cheesy, and utterly delightful. A serving of 37 balls takes you on a trip down memory lane to the iconic 90s, a time when these snacks were discontinued in 2006. Thankfully, in July 2018, Planters responded to fans' petitions by bringing back this iconic snack, albeit for a limited time, reigniting the joy for cheese ball enthusiasts everywhere. Squeeze-It. It was a fruity juice created by General Mills and sold from 1985 to mid-2001, with brief comebacks from 2006 to 2007 and from 2011 to 2012. The drink was packaged in a plastic bottle that you had to squeeze to get the juice out, which is how it got its name. Squeeze-It came in various flavors like Chucklin' Cherry, Berry Be Wild, Grumpy Grape, Silly Billy Strawberry, Rockin' Red Puncher, Mean Green Puncher, Smarty Arty Orange, and Tropy Tropical Punch. Each flavor had a unique character molded into the plastic bottle. There was even a special edition with color pellets that could change the drink's color. Limited-time mystery flavors came in black bottles, challenging drinkers to guess the flavor. Lifesavers Squeeze-It also joined the lineup, offering wild watermelon, blue raspberry, and tropical fruit varieties. Squeeze-It brought a playful and interactive twist to the world of fruit drinks with its creative packaging and diverse flavors. As you savor the memories of Squeeze, its playful flavors, and interactive packaging. Ninja Turtle pies were a tasty treat from the past, with a green outer shell and delicious pudding cream inside that made them a favorite snack of the 1980s. These pies were part of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles craze, which was a beloved Saturday show for many young boys. The tie-ins extended beyond toys to include cereal, gelatin, and more. While the brand's fruit pies continue to be available in grocery stores today, the pudding varieties, including flavors like apple and cherry, sadly disappeared from shelves in 1987. A few years later, a vanilla variety made a return in 1991, sporting a pop culture rebranding as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pies. Despite their popularity, these pies were discontinued the same year they were released, meant only as a limited-time offering. However, the brief existence of these nostalgic treats hasn't dampened fans' hopes for a comeback among those who enjoyed them during their short-lived availability. Shark Bites. Fruit-flavored snacks were popular treats in the 1980s, loved by kids for their assortment of flavors and playful shapes. Packed with vitamin C, they were a tasty and convenient option for snacking on the go, with only 80 calories per pouch and no fat, cholesterol, or gluten. Sold in boxes containing 10 packs, they were perfect for adding to lunchboxes or grabbing as a quick snack. However, their popularity waned when Betty Crocker, the manufacturer, decided to remove artificial flavors and colors from all their products. This decision led to the discontinuation of the iconic white opaque shark-shaped gummies. Fans of the original snacks lost interest without the familiar white sharks, and the product was eventually discontinued. Despite their absence from the market, Shark Bites fruit-flavored snacks remain a nostalgic memory for those who enjoyed their fruity flavors and fun shapes in the past. Rolston's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cereal, released in 1989, gained both fans and critics for its distinctive qualities. Some loved it, while others despised it. But no one could deny its memorable impact. The cereal featured thematic marshmallows, including Ninja Nets, creating a unique breakfast experience. This cereal was a distinctive creation from Ralston Purina, accompanied by Ralston Purina comics and later collector cards from the 1990 live-action film. Over time, pizza-shaped marshmallows joined the mix, but the cereal met its end in 1995. As Ninja Turtles cereal bid farewell, Bonkers Fruit Chews met a similar fate, disappearing from shelves and leaving candy lovers wondering what came next. Bonkers, a candy introduced by Nabisco in the mid-1980s, was a unique treat, comprising chewable rectangular candies with a tangy filling packaged in a large rectangular box. Each candy was individually wrapped, and popular flavors included grape, orange, strawberry, watermelon, and chocolate. The candy gained recognition through a memorable series of TV commercials, featuring characters who, after taking a bite of Bonkers, would burst into uncontrollable laughter as a giant fruit fell from above. The tagline, "Bonkers, bonks you out," became synonymous with the product. Despite initial popularity, Bonkers faced a decline after the commercials ceased, becoming a rare find in novelty candy stores. Intense competition in the candy market and the growing emphasis on healthier snack option contributed to the discontinuation of the Bonkers line by the manufacturer in the 1990s. PB Max was a candy bar created by Mars in the late 1980s, but it is no longer available. To ensure the peanut butter stayed smooth and didn't separate, PB Max was sweetened with sugar and combined with hydrogenated vegetable oil in this sweet treat, which consisted of a square-shaped whole-grain cookie topped with creamy peanut butter, all coated in milk chocolate and sprinkled with crunchy, round cookie pieces. The nutrition information on the label suggested a serving size of 1 piece, weighing 42 grams with 240 calories, 5 grams of protein, 20 grams of carbohydrates, and 16 grams of fat. In its advertising, PB Max clarified that the PB in its name stood for peanut butter, not for various other possibilities like piggy banks, polka bands, or parachuting buffaloes. Despite its interesting combination of ingredients and playful marketing, former Mars executive Alfred Poe said that PB Max was stopped because the Mars family didn't like peanut butter, even though it made $50 million in sales. As PB Max bids a sweet farewell, the taste buds yearn for exploration. What vanished snack like Magic Middles left a nation craving answers in 2011? Magic Middles was a snack loved by many. It was a special cookie that caught people's attention and became really popular. When it first came out, everyone wanted it in their lunchboxes. The cookie was made of shortbread with either gooey fudge or peanut butter inside. People of all ages couldn't get enough of it and would rush to buy it from stores all over the country. The company that made Magic Middles, Keebler, saw how much people liked it and decided to make a smaller version called Mini Middles. Even though Magic Middles was a big hit, something strange happened in 2011. They suddenly disappeared from all the stores, and nobody knew why. It was a mystery that left fans disappointed and wondering what happened to their favorite snack. Do you recall the times when you could pour powdered bubblegum into your mouth and instantly have a big piece of gum? That's what made the Hubba Bubba Bubble Jug special. Even though the tropical fruit taste didn't stick around for long, it was no problem. If you wanted more, you just had to add more powder. Regrettably, today's kids won't have the chance to enjoy this one-of-a-kind candy because it's no longer available on store shelves. The joy of transforming powder into a delicious chewy treat is a memory of the past, and the fleeting tropical flavor is a nostalgic reminder of a simpler time. The company stopped making this product in the early 2000s. The Hubba Bubba Bubble Jug may be gone, but the sweet memories of its unique experience linger in the minds of those who were fortunate enough to savor its fruity delight. As the powdered nostalgia of the Hubba Bubba Bubble Jug fades away, a new craving emerges. What happened to Oh Boise's chips? And could their Oh Boistero Us charm make a triumphant return? Oh Boises, a snack made by the Keebler Company, became popular mostly because of their special texture. These baked potato chips, offered in original BBQ and sour cream and onion flavors, had a significant fan base during the 1980s. Despite their initial success, they were eventually discontinued. However, the chips are fondly remembered for a commercial featuring the Keebler elves singing about their oboisterous nature. But you can't enjoy the yummy snacks anymore because they stopped making them in 1992. In 2017, there was a resurgence of interest in Oh Boises, prompting fans to request their return on Twitter. Keebler responded, expressing gratitude for the enthusiasm and stating, "Thanks for your request to see Oh Boises back on store shelves in the future. We love hearing from our fans." This interaction highlighted the enduring affection for Oh Boises, suggesting that even years after their discontinuation, there remains a strong desire among consumers to see these beloved snacks make a comeback. Bar None is a chocolate candy bar that has been around since the 1980s. Introduced by the Hershey Company in 1987, It was positioned as a high-end chocolate treat for a more indulgent experience. The original Bar None featured layers of wafer, chocolate filling, peanuts, and a milk chocolate coating, creating a delightful mix of textures, crunchy wafer and nutty filling wrapped in smooth milk chocolate. Quickly gaining popularity for its rich flavor, it became synonymous with a more luxurious candy bar choice. Despite its initial success, Bar None was discontinued in the early 1990s due to poor sales performance. However, in 2004, it made a limited edition comeback, bringing back its beloved combination of wafer, chocolate, and peanuts. The availability of Bar None has since fluctuated, developing a dedicated following among candy enthusiasts who cherish its distinctive taste and texture. It's important to note that Bar None's availability may vary by region and time, influenced by changing market demands and trends in the candy industry. In the mid-1980s, PB Crisps emerged as a beloved snack, capturing the hearts of many with their unique and delightful taste. These crunchy peanut-shaped cookies were filled with luscious peanut butter creme, creating a snack experience like no other. Sadly, after a short 3-year run, Planters discontinued PB Crisps in 1995, leaving fans craving the distinctive flavor that set these treats apart. Despite the passage of many years, no comparable snack has emerged, making the absence of PB Crisps even more pronounced. Die-hard fans are now rallying together, urging Planters to bring back this one-of-a-kind snack that holds a special place in the nostalgic memories of the mid-90s. Whether it's the classic peanut butter-filled version or the additional flavors like PB&J and chocolate crisps. Enthusiasts long for the return of PB Crisps to satisfy their cravings. As the echoes of PB Crisps' vanished flavors linger, the sweet legacy of Reggie Bar steps onto the plate. What delicious tales await in the chapters of this caramel chocolate saga? Reggie, the candy they named after me. Reggie, you taste pretty good. Reggie. In 1978, during the Yankees' home opener against the Chicago White Sox on April 13th, something special took center stage, the debut of the Reggie Bar. This sweet creation came to be after Reggie Jackson, while playing in Baltimore in 1976, declared that if he played in New York, they would name a candy bar after him. Taking up the challenge, Standard Brands introduced the Reggie Bar, a circular treat comprising peanuts dipped in caramel and covered in chocolate. Originally dubbed the Wayne Bun and produced in Fort Wayne, Indiana, these bars were distributed to fans entering Yankee Stadium. The pivotal moment came when Jackson hit a home run, triggering a unique celebration. Fans joyfully threw Reggie Bars onto the field as he returned to right field the following inning. Despite its brief existence, the Reggie Bar left a sweet mark on baseball history, concluding its career in 1981. Today, kids enjoy fruit snacks just like they did in the 80s. But these snacks have evolved a lot since the days of Fruit Wrinkles, which were first introduced in 1986. Fruit Wrinkles were pretty basic compared to today's options and didn't gain much popularity, despite numerous commercials. They were marketed as a healthy alternative to sweeter snacks like fruit roll-ups boasting natural ingredients, real fruit, and a good dose of vitamin C. However, their plainness and lack of novelty meant they didn't capture children's interest as much as other fruity snacks like fruit roll-ups did. Some suggest that Fruit Wrinkles' demise resulted from being more appealing to parents than kids and lacking excitement. Ultimately, with the diverse range of fruit snacks available today, Fruit Wrinkles likely wouldn't have endured the test of time. Gatorade, known for its vibrant sports drinks, ventured into chewing gum with Gator Gum in the 1980s. The idea behind it was to encourage saliva production and combat dehydration. Sold in lemon lime and orange flavors, mirroring Gatorade's initial drink offerings, Gator Gum faced an unfortunate end in 1989, leaving us curious about potential fruit punch gum, aligning with Gatorade's third flavor. The discontinuation stemmed from manufacturing contracts initially held by Fleer Corporation. When the contract concluded in 1989, Mueller Sports took over and rebranded the gum as Quench Gum. Despite the name change, Quench Gum continued promoting itself as a remedy for dry mouth during workouts. This shift marked the end of Gator Gum, but introduced a successor, continuing the mission of combating dehydration during physical activity. As we bid farewell to the flavorful legacy of Gator Gum, our taste buds tingle with anticipation. Did Mickey's Parade Ice Pops offer a similarly nostalgic blend of childhood delight and innovation? There's something special about the mix of Disney magic and the sweet memories of enjoying ice cream. Instead of the famous Mickey Premium bars, there were these vibrant popsicles that brought back childhood joy. Shaped like the beloved Fab Five characters, Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Goofy, Donald Duck, and Daisy. These treats were a colorful delight. If you recall these, you likely have a favorite, whether it's the grape-flavored Donald Duck or the orange Minnie Mouse. Despite their distinctive shapes causing occasional mishaps, like losing their heads or slipping off the stick, the fun they brought outweighed any inconvenience. Sold from ice cream trucks and frequently found in Disney parks. But they discontinued these yummy snacks in the early 2000s, leaving behind fond memories of the delightful combination of Disney and ice cream. Buckwheats, a breakfast cereal made by General Mills in the United States, was popular from 1971 to the early 1980s. This boxed cereal featured toasted wheat flakes, initially incorporating buckwheat, and had a sweet maple-flavored glaze baked onto it. According to the cereal boxes from the 1980s, buckwheats was touted as highly nutritious, claiming to provide 100% of the minimum daily requirements for vitamins and iron. However, as time went on, changes were made to the cereal. The original maple glaze was replaced with a honey-flavored one, a move that didn't sit well with most customers. This alteration led to a decline in sales, and eventually, General Mills decided to discontinue the production of buckwheats around 1983. The shift in flavor preferences proved to be a significant factor in the cereal's downfall, marking the end of its run in the breakfast cereal market. As the sweet era of buckwheat cereal comes to an end, you might ask, what other culinary tales unfolded in the 1980s? Let's delve into our last snack, Summit Cookie Bars. In the early 1980s, Mars introduced Summit, a candy bar in the United States. Despite being labeled as cookie bars on the packaging and referred to as candy bars in some advertisements, Summit had a distinct composition. It comprised 2 wafers, enveloped in peanuts and coated with chocolate. However, in 1983, Mars made changes, opting for individual foil wrapping and emphasizing a 30% increase in chocolate content. Despite these alterations, consumer feedback deemed the modifications more of a marketing gimmick than a substantial improvement. The revamped bar, now longer, thinner, and firmer, received only mediocre reviews, with a notable issue of the chocolate coating's susceptibility to melting. Eventually, they stopped making them in 1991. Even though people liked them, problems with storing them and their sensitivity to heat caused them to be discontinued.